Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of Crafting with Class. Today, I'm sharing the Celebration Cracker Die set from Diamond Press. I bought this set last year and I never used it. And then I remembered I had it and I hadn't used it. So I decided to take it out to create these Christmas crackers. And oh my goodness, spoiler alert, these are so easy to make. So let's get started. As always, you get some instructions. Here is a celebration cracker and gift tags. The instructions explain exactly what to do, how to fold, and all of that so you can create these cracker boxes and they're so easy. So basically you get all these dies. So this a long die, all you need, and that's all you need to create the box itself. Everything else is embellishment. You get two big stamp sets. I won't be using these because this is birthday themed and I'm making Christmas things. So on the instructions itself, I labeled the pink lines on the instructions are mountain folds and the yellow lines are valley folds, just because that makes it easier for me to remember. All right, so like I mentioned, you're going to cut out two of these. I definitely recommend you cut one at a time, even though you could cut two, because the score lines are very important for this particular project. I think it's a good idea to use double-sided paper for this project because you are going to see both sides. So I think it's good, but you don't have to. There are score lines that go all the way across, and there are three of them, the long ways. And then you have shorter ones on either side of the aperture at the top and then at the aperture at the bottom. So those are all going to be mountain folds. So you want to fold those as mountain folds. So I'm going to start with the tab and I'm going to use my bone folder just to help me crease those. So all the way across, and you're going to work your way down. So you're going to go to the next one and just you want to be careful that you're folding on those score lines, and that's why I think it's best to do one at a time so that those score lines are well defined, and that will help to make this box come together in a more easier way and for it to come out neater. All right, so there's my last fold on that side on the tab and then the little two side tabs. So those are the three folds that you're going to do there. And then you have the ones on the other side. So you have one that goes all the way across above the little apertures there, and then one below the aperture. And these are all mountain folds. So you're going to fold it up so that the point is up. Okay, flip it to the other side, and then you're going to do the same thing. Fold, and then fold below the aperture on the other side. Okay, so again, using my bone folder just to crease those well. And those are all of the mountain folds. Now, in between each of those little apertures, you have score lines. So there you want to do valley folds. So these are the ones that are indicated yellow on the instructions. So you want to do valley folds. That means you want them to go as the bottom part of a V. And so you're going to fold those like that. If you flip it over to the back like I'm doing here, then they're mountain folds, right? Sometimes it's easier to get your finger in and just pinch. But on the right side of the paper, they will be valley folds. And so those are the only ones that will get that type of fold. So just take your time and get in there and fold those really well. So that is it for all the folding that needs to be done. The rest is just gluing it together, and that's easy. So now you're going to do the same thing with the other side exactly. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up on this second one, but I'll still talk you through it. So you want to do those folds, and on those two above and below the aperture, the side tabs, the next one all the way across, and then the final one that goes all the way across. Okay, so then you want to do those yellow ones on the instruction sheets, which are all valleys. And that is it. Okay, so now we are ready to glue. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my second one. You want to put some glue on the 3 tabs. So this one here in the middle, and then the 2 little tabs at the top and at the bottom. And I think it's a good idea with this to also make sure to get glue edge to edge. So you're going to line them up, and I like to line up the points at the top and the bottom. And then I'm just flipping it over just to make sure that it's all adhered well, and then lining up those little points, because then that makes sure everything is lined up well. And that's the beauty of wet glue. I can adjust if I need to, and then I'm going to let this dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to add glue to the tabs along the top, the middle, and then at the bottom. And I'm going to connect that to the first piece, or to the other side, I should say. And the easiest way to do that is just to fold it in half and then bring one side to the other. And again, for me, I like making sure that those points are all lined up. And that is it. I mean, this seriously comes together so fast, especially when you use patterned paper. So here I am, I'm just making sure all those are creased well and let it dry. Now, while it's in this flattened state, you can stick a gift card in there because it will hold a gift card, which makes this an even more awesome little project. All right, so now you're going to get ready to close it. And the way you close it is you look for that little arrow. So there it is pointing to the right. And you're going to press and twist at the same time, like that. Super easy. So you're going to look for the little arrow. It's going to point to the right. And then you're just going to press and twist. So there it is. And it's so fun to do that. So you can twist it to open it up. You don't need any kind of glue closure. So this is like magicless little box. And there it is. So I had purchased these little personalized teacher stamps for my teacher friends. And this little box is the perfect fit for this. So it just tucks right in there, twist to close. Even though I shake it, it doesn't pop open. So yeah, this is such an awesome little box. I love it. Now to decorate, I die cut from this little mini wreath from Fawn, and the Be Merry from the Big Winter Scripty, also from Fawn, one of my absolute favorites. And I went ahead and added a little bit of foam adhesive from behind and added that to the front, like so. And then I have this little scarf die cut. This was like a freebie years ago from Simon Says Stamp. And so I'm going to also pop that up. Now I'm going to use this as like the place where I'm going to put the recipient's name. And then I am putting a glue dot so I can adhere the little bow that comes with the mini wreath set. I'm using my Viva Decor pen to add the little red berries that match the pattern paper. And I don't think they make these anymore, but I absolutely love them. I love them more than the Nouveau drops. So just add those here and there. And just like that. And then I will let that dry. And that will be it for this. I wanted to show you another one that I made where I didn't fold the paper all the way across, and you get more of a rounded. So if you can see here, it's more rounded as opposed to like the straight edges, if that makes sense. To get this look, you just need to score just in the middle and not the outer parts. But either way, I think this looks awesome. So this is the one that we made together. I used the little candy from Newton's Nook. And then this is Christmas Blossoms from Spellbinders. I absolutely love this die set. And so I used the little greenery from that. This is another one I made. And so there you can see how that double-sided paper will show, but it's definitely just an option. And then I use poinsettias and then the big winter scripty die. So there's that Spellbinders die that I love so much. So I use the little poinsettias from there along with the little greenery. And then this is the Lawn Fawn big winter scripty stamp and die. This is another one of my absolute favorites because I love how it cuts out the little letters. So here's another one. Now this one I die cut the little beanie and the mittens out of felt. And then I used this was a free, it's called Warm Wishes, a free die set from Simon Says Stamp a while ago. So I'm not sure if it's available, but there's that. And then here's another one. I'm telling you, I was like obsessed doing these because they're so easy with the little snowflake motif. And these snowflakes come from the Stitch Snowflakes from Lawn Fawn. One of my favorites. I love the stitching on those snowflakes. So yeah, so pretty. And then this is the one that we did together. And the paper is so pretty to me, and I like the simplicity. You know, these can be really simple. You can decorate them, you know, full blast. You can also tie ribbon on the ends. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that, so I didn't for the video. I'll go back and think about it, but you can add ribbon, you know, on the ends. Now, my doggies are acting up. That means it's time to end the video. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed looking at these easy, beautiful little cracker boxes, and I hope you give it a try. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I super appreciate it. Have a lovely crafternoon, and I'll see you next time. Bye.